I spent years doing free fixes for my in-laws. Never once complained. Then one day, my biggest victory should have been a celebration. Instead, it became the moment my sister, Scarlett, tried to weaponize my success against me. And in that instant, I knew our lifelong silent war was about to explode. The air in the private dining room was thick with forced cheer, the clinking of glasses like a nervous rhythm. We were there for my dad's retirement, but when Scarlett floated in, late and radiating drama, the whole atmosphere just shifted. I was never the loud one. Growing up, I learned quickly that silence often kept me safe. In a house where being the loudest, the most flashy, got you all the attention, I just quietly kept my head down, finding my peace in books, in learning. I'm Leo. 34 now, and I teach high school English. It's not glamorous. It doesn't come with a six-figure salary, and yeah, some days the kids absolutely push me to my limit. But I love it. I love the stories, the spark in a student's eyes when something finally clicks. I always thought success wasn't about huge applause or expensive watches. But apparently, that's not a family belief, especially not for my older sister, Scarlett. You'd know what I mean if you met her for 5 seconds. Scarlett has always had this way of making every single room revolve around her. She doesn't just walk in, she arrives. Her hair perfectly curled, designer bag slung just so over her arm, that huge diamond wedding ring catching the light with every exaggerated hand gesture. She's 2 years older than me, and she talks a lot about manifesting wealth and vibrational frequency, but honestly, she's never held a job for more than a few months. Her real claim to fame? Her husband, Daniel. He's a mid-level executive at some real estate development firm, something fancy like Sterling Hawken Partners. Rich enough that Scarlett doesn't need to work, but not so rich that she can actually justify how she throws his money around, like she married royalty. My parents, especially my dad, they always just tiptoed around Scarlett. She was the delicate one, the one who always needed a little more support. It started in high school when she'd cry over a B+, blaming her teachers for not appreciating her vibe. And it just escalated from there. She flunked out of her first college, swore it was the toxic dorm energy, and took a semester off to find herself in Costa Rica, which really meant partying with Australian backpackers on my parents' dime. Meanwhile, I was working 2 jobs, commuting to school, stretching my meal plan just to afford textbooks. But through all of that, or maybe because of it, I kept my distance. I figured if I just stayed in my own lane, kept doing what I loved, eventually they'd see the value in it. Or at the very least, leave me alone about it. They didn't. Still, I'd learned to tolerate the jabs over the years. The passive-aggressive comments during holidays. The way Scarlett would joke about how I must love being surrounded by hormonal teenagers all day, or how admirable it was that I didn't need material things to be happy. I got good at just brushing it off, nodding, smiling, changing the subject. I truly thought if I didn't give it oxygen, it would just burn itself out. Then came Dad's retirement party. It was supposed to be small, just family and a few of his closest colleagues from the city. He'd spent nearly 4 decades as an engineer, the kind of bottom left of screen, click full story.